What's going on, you guys? It's Steve, and if you follow gaming news, one thing that's been breaking all of it is these half-console steps, specifically the PlayStation 4.5, 4K, now to be known as Neo, Project Neo, whatever it is. And I did a video about this before, but even more rumors started coming up, more people started defending and accusing both sides. And I kind of wanted to just give it more of my updated feel. I was able to think about it. I wanted to do a video as soon as all this news broke, but it happened overnight, over here. And then there was just a lot of confusion, and I wanted to let it think a little bit on this half-step console they're kind of going for. Now, if you haven't heard, pretty much more documents came out that Sony has this 4.5 or Neo system coming out, most likely this October, to launch alongside the PlayStation VR. Now, spec-wise, yeah, it's stronger, more GPU, faster, all that stuff. And in the document, it comes out pretty much saying, yes, that the system will play games better, faster, it'll look better, and just, have steadier frame rate and stuff like that. But they keep trying to tell people that the two systems will coexist. There'll be the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 4 Neo, or the PlayStation Neo, and that no content is going to be exclusive to one version, but each developer will now have to create two versions of the games, one that runs on the original PlayStation 4 and one that will run supposedly better on the newer system, which isn't always the case. PC games, PC gamers are always high and mighty, ready to yell from the top that their games always look better, run better. But stuff like Batman Arkham Knight being ported over and the specs was a disaster. Creating too many things, these developers now have to create things around too many obstacles, which is one of my biggest worries. So again, that's what their plan is. They also like to keep repeating in the documents and stuff like that, which you can look up, it's all over the place, that no exclusive content will be to one form, that you will still get the same game, just one's going to run better. Which is a horrible feeling if you've, stood by Sony since the beginning. If 3 years ago you went and got that PlayStation 4 at launch. Too bad your games are going to run not as good as these new ones, designed for the new system. And I know there's a lot of technical debate about that where, technology is upgrading. I understand that, but the reason some people are console gamers is how easy it is to be one, how, I can buy a game, put it in my PS4, and it's going to run fine. Most of the time, obviously bugs and stuff like that. But the game's designed to work for my system, and that's how it's supposed to work. Now, having that fear that, these games aren't going to work now, or mine aren't going to be specific, people are trying to ignore it, saying, don't worry, you'll get the same game experience you have now. That's another issue. At E3, if Sony comes out and shows, I think, let's say God of War 4, or whatever the God of War game that's in production comes out, how are they going to make it seem okay that they have two versions, two screens? Oh, this is the PlayStation 4 version, this is the Neo version. Even though the PlayStation 4 version will look fabulous, it'll run great, smooth, graphics are crazy, physics, all that stuff, it's still going to look inferior to the step up to the Neo. How are you going to tell people, don't worry, you don't need to buy this, but your games are going to look worse? That's my issue. That's the biggest consumer issue. Now, being all over Twitter and stuff like that, a lot of people have been tweeting this, and this is from Colin Moriarty, no taxation on Twitter. He says, a trusted source tells me most developers are not happy with the PS4.5 and having to develop around it. Extra cost, planning, other nonsense. Again, I don't know what's going on behind the doors and stuff like that, but you guys know the guys at Kinda Funny are right there with Sony. So he's not just going to make stuff up. These people know for the longest time what the PS4 was, what their games had to, make to make these games run on the system. They know what were the goals to hit. Now, I get that some of these goals, some people claim limited the games. I understand like Witcher was one where, they had to limit certain graphics and stuff like that. I get it, but it's a trend that's been for years. And I understand that my point, I know I'm rambling a lot, but my point is that this is showing that gaming console life cycles are coming to an end. Where when I bought the PS4, I claimed and I told everybody that these consoles were not going to run 7-10 years, that it was going to have a shorter lifespan. I guessed around 6-5. And we're only 3 years in and they're already telling me that this PS4 is tapped out, that this PS4 can't do things as well without being, redone, being beefed up. If that was the case, why wasn't PS4 created with the ability to be upgradable in this kind of aspects of PC? I know a lot of people are going to tell me, we'll go to PC gaming, that's what it's for. I've been a console gamer my whole life. I like the easiness, I like the networks, the games, the exclusivity. Consoles is where I've always done most of my gaming. But if Sony doesn't get the right handle on this, I might have to take that PC route. I might have to take this expensive at first leap, but more stable, where I know the games are going to come out to PC and be fine. Not worrying about that. If I buy the PS4.5 now, or the PS4 Neo, in 3 years, they're going to make me buy another one to play the same games. How are you going to tell me that, yes, you supported us since the beginning, since the console's launch, and you want to keep supporting us with our games? You might have to cost another $400. I believe the document leaks a $400 price range, something like that. How are you going to tell people, well, to get the full experience of these games, you need $400 more? That's why we buy consoles, not to have to constantly update them. They're not like phones. These things are created to play games. That's one feature we want these for. It's not like a phone that we upgrade every 2 years because of the millions of things we do with it. Emails, phone, text messages, Netflix, all these apps. Like, the phones are constantly on. I get why we have to upgrade those. That's not what we want with these consoles. In my opinion, then they should have just, keep this under wrap and release a new upgradable system. Just call it PlayStation Neo. Guys, at first it's going to be, similar to the PS4, completely backwards compatible, but eventually there's going to be exclusive stuff. This is our next console. It looks like Sony was trying to take this half step. Like, they weren't ready to pull away from the PS4, but not completely ready to jump into the next step, the PS5, or whatever it would be called. I just want to know what people are thinking out there, because I've heard good points on both sides that, alright, the PS4 Neo will be a luxury item. That's something for people who want to spend a little bit more money. That's great, but what about the, millions of consoles that are out there, millions of owners being burnt? What about the guy who walked into GameStop today, bought that console, and in a couple months is going to be told, your console is inferior to this one. That's $50, $100 more. I know I've been rambling a lot on this, but it's been a mess, and I was just trying to get a handle on, I want a conclusion. Unfortunately, we have to wait probably till E3. I want Sony to come out and talk to us. What is this Neo? What are they planning to do with these two systems, a weak one and a strong one? Things aren't going to be as easy as they seem. It's not as easy as upgrading a graphical thing or taking a whole game and just scaling it up, patching it afterwards. It's not that easy. And the only example I would come to mind right now is Hyrule Warriors Legends that came out on the 3DS. If you play that on an old 3DS, garbage. It runs horrible. You're not going to even have fun playing that thing. If you play it on the new 3DS, it runs a little bit smoother, stuff like that. I get that it's a Wii game scaled down, but IGN had to review it 2 times. Once on an old console, one on the new console. Is that what they're going to have to start doing with these half steps? There's rumors about Xbox doing the same thing. Are they going to have to take, Quantum Break 2 and have to play it on the Xbox One and the Xbox 1.5 or Durango or Chimpanzee, whatever they call these systems? I want to know what you guys think. I kind of made this video to try to wrap up, to show you that it's not an easy decision saying, yeah, more money, better systems, or no, we supported you guys, keep giving us the support. It's a mixed balance. I know I've rambled in this video. I've jumped to 300 points in one. Sony needs to talk. I want to know what this is. Tell me why it would be a good thing. I'm confused. I'm a consumer and I'm confused by rumors. And I get we shouldn't listen to rumors. We should take them with a grain of salt. But the PS4.5 or Neo is a real thing, guys. It's come from too many sources to pretend it's not a legitimate thing. Well, does that mean this fall I have to spend $400 more on top of my $500 PSVR bundle to get the true experience, to get the real experience? I want to know, Sony. Start giving us something. Tell us something. Give us a date to look forward to. Or someone out there, let me know in the comments. why should I not be too worried about being left behind in this console half jump? If it was a full PS5 launch, I would understand. But telling us it's a little bit juiced up PS4, it doesn't make sense to me, guys. What do you guys think? I know people are strong in one opinion, the other opinion. Why would I not have to buy this? Why would I want to buy this? Let me know what you guys think, and until Sony gives us official statement, I'm kind of just done. I'm just going to put my hands up and wait until at E3 or some conference Sony comes out and talks to us. Then I have nothing else to say about the PS4 Neo or the Xbox One Slim or whatever they end up doing with these systems. Let me know what you guys think. Are you guys hurt, burned? Do you guys not care? Are you guys just playing the waiting game? That's kind of what I'm doing now. That's what everyone pretty much has to do. Just wait. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys for watching, and always take care.